What's up, everyone? You are tuned in to the Pennsylvania Rock Show, episode number 733. We're headed into our 20th year of operation next month. We're coming at you from musicfrom412.com, buildascene.com, xrpradio.co.uk, megarockradio.net, and 107.1 KFGD, St. Louis, Missouri, as well as Rootaroo Radio out of Texas and California. You just heard two tracks to intro the show. We heard from Dream the Heavy and their song Flame, and that was followed by Black Ridge and their newest track, Sweat. With me tonight are the gentlemen from Rebel Revolver. What's up, gentlemen?
What's up?
How's it going?
Not too bad. Sorry, switching screens. Right off the bat. I told you I was going to mess it up.
We were warned.
Yeah, it was in the disclosure.
You set that up for yourself. Self-fulfilling prophecy.
All right, so real quick, if we could just my left to right. So yes.
Me?
Yes.
Hey.
Awesome.
Introduce yourselves and mention what you do in the band, please.
Sure. My name's Tom Pearson. I play bass guitar and occasionally sing backup vocals kind of poorly.
I am Adam Seymour. I play electric guitar and other oddities on recordings, and I also sing backup.
I'm Andrew McMurray, and I am the lead vocalist, and they don't let me play anything because I'm, just I kind of lose the coordination whenever I'm singing, so I'm not allowed to even slap a tambourine.
He's tried. It's terrifying. I'm Patrick. I play percussive instruments. They give me a mic. It's always off, though, except for right now.
So he thinks.
We just like you to feel included.
It's kind of like having like a pet or a like kid.
A little brother.
Yeah,
you hand him the controller.
Yeah. It's like yeah. Here you go.
Yeah. I've been there too.
Speaking of Black Ridge, who we just played, Paul Cha coming in from the chat room. He is there. He plays guitar. He writes most of the music. Does backup singing, all kinds of stuff.
Heck yeah!
But he's hanging out with us tonight.
Awesome. Hello,
and
friend.
he says it's very bold letting the drummer talk.
he gets it.
Drum's good.
That's good. We guitarists now.
All right, so this is going to be probably the most normal question I ask you tonight. Why Rebel Revolver? Why is that the name you settled on?
I believe Adam will take this one here.
You ever see a little film called Star Wars?
Mm-hmm.
It's niche. You might
nothing to do actually. So it actually is kind of vaguely a Star Wars reference actually. So we were going through the long process of picking out names. A lot of near misses and a lot of fun ideas that maybe didn't work out because we looked them up online and they weren't there. People had them already. So we were going through like things we liked, and we kind of had settled down, and we're like, hey man, like we like the idea of like being rebellious because we're rock and rollers, and that's like a real cool thing. And then we're also like, man, we also like really like the things we're into. We're nerdy guys, and we're like, it also has got a good rebellion and it's got some rebels in it. Star Wars. And who's the coolest rebel of them all? Han Solo. So what do? You got to name something after him. So it's Rebel Revolver, meaning Han Solo's trusty blaster rifle there.
Did he shoot first, or did Greedo shoot
Obviously, he shot first in this band.
Yeah, there's no McClunkies here.
I've never seen Star Wars. I was born in the 70s.
Wow.
Let us be like the 500th people to tell you should probably watch that at some
Yeah.
point.
Just so you understand the memes.
I was being sarcastic.
Got him.
I am
one job.
The man asked if Han shot first.
I don't know if you saw earlier today on both my personal page and on Build a Scene, I posted a question, and I'm going to ask it of you guys.
Ooh.
It's should be an easy one. So it's the official Build a Scene question, and it's who is your Dave Grohl? And by that I mean, who do you want to go up on stage with and perform one of their original songs?
Can I just answer Dave Grohl?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Say I'm a drummer and guitar player and bass player. He's kind of the reason why I play music a lot. So for me, probably be that or Green Day. I don't know.
I got the Green Day rep right now.
I know I saw that. That's why it was top of mind.
Oh, we're going around the circle.
Probably,
I
yeah.
wanted to get. I wanted
So
to get.
you
wild.
can't just leave it at that.
You wanna go that?
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, I wanted to get wild. I don't wanna
I'll
get
give
stuck.
I'll give you a chance
Yeah, I wanna
to,
think.
to mull it over
Yeah.
for a moment. Either of the Johns from They Might Be Giants. I would like to just perform their entire discography all the time.
Oh, now you don't want to go. I see how it is.
I'll send mine for last.
Singers.
Diva.
I think I would go right now. I think it would probably be Jack White. And I think if I was going to go a discography of his, because he's got a couple bands, probably be the White Stripes. I really like that raw energy. So
Yeah, and then I gotta say Josh Homme, because we have pretty much an identical range, and I like know half of his songs by heart. So
I thought you would say the Cantina Band from Star Wars.
honestly,
But then you'd have to explain to Bill what the Cantina Band is because he's never
Nah,
seen
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Oh wait, we're
you
not.
don't want to go down that
We should
rabbit
probably
hole.
not tell him what the type of music they play is, because
No.
Let him find out for himself. Yeah.
Yeah, spoiler.
We'll leave that for the audience to figure out.
Not good, known as the greatest Star Wars movie, but I did see The Force Awakens in December when it was released at a drive-in.
Ooh. In December?
In December.
Wow, is that really?
They have
really
drive-ins in
cold?
December.
Yeah.
Well, they opened it specifically to show that.
That tracks.
makes
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So you're not suffering enough, so we're going to do it in December.
Oh, it was
I might be
cold.
like one of the 5 people that actually really likes The Force Awakens. So I don't know.
Yeah. well,
I mean,
that.
when you look at all 3 of them, it's definitely the one I'll watch.
Fair.
And we can always find another basis.
It wouldn't be the first time it
if
happened.
Chaz, if you're watching this, we have a spot available.
To fill you in, Bill, this is an absolutely a running joke. So
I similarly, there's a band called Homicide Black. I don't know if you're familiar with them. They don't play out a lot, but I once told their bass player that I was going to learn how to play bass and take his spot. And then at a show, we took a picture of me with the band, and I cropped him out and slid me over and renamed the band. I renamed the band Homicide Bill.
oh, that's so good.
That's like the recurring nightmare that I have all the time. Bass players are so replaceable.
We love you,
We
buddy.
won't replace you, Tom.
All right, so
You say that.
this is the unofficial Build a Scene question, because you can only have one official one. Because you're in a band, what is the best pizza you've eaten? So it has to be related to a band function of some sort.
Oh, guys, my answer had nothing to do with a band.
So like the best pizza we've eaten as a band?
Well, it could have been like on your way to a show, on your way home from a show, at a show, at a
Wow.
recording session.
Can I give an official and then an unofficial answer?
Yeah, I have a really sad answer
Sure.
for that.
So, I mean, yeah, because I have the unofficial one loaded up. This is for everybody who's like grew up in around the Pittsburgh area. It was Blade Runners, over in
Is that the ice rink?
Yeah, the ice rink.
Yeah.
They're
Harmerville.
yeah, in Harmerville. Before they became whatever ice complex they are now. But that pizza just hit so well after a hockey game. It was the worst pizza I've ever had, but it was the best possible thing to eat in that moment. That's the unofficial answer. I'll get back to you with the official answer. Somebody else go now.
You know,
Do we eat a lot of pizza as a band when we're
frankly,
playing
as
shows?
a band, we pretty much eat everything but pizza together. I know that's wild, but like, I can't think of a time that we've ordered a pizza as like a unit. I will say our most common. Wait.
I say we get Fox's.
as a unit,
we get
we
Big
have a
Daddies from
Fox's.
Fox's Pizza.
Fox's Pizza is
This
like
is-
right there.
Yeah.
This
So
is
we
actually
do
a,
that all
a
the time.
Hawaiian pizza house for the most part too.
That's my wife
and me.
and my other wife.
Yeah,
My
second,
it doesn't
second
roll.
unpopular opinion of the night. I really like Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah.
So is that it? A Fox?
Are we just gonna say 'cause that's the
It's
one
a
that
Fox's
we
Big
eat?
Daddy. That's the thing that because it can feed us all and we get the thing. I will do a
Us and our significant others
I-
and anyone else who shows up. Like
Yeah.
Big Daddies are massive.
I do want to give a shout out to
Not a sponsor.
Forge Urban Wineries got dope pizza because that has saved me a couple times after a show.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause we
Okay.
had it for the Battle of the Bands for Shell Shock Day because I know that saved me at least after that.
That's true.
So-
Yeah.
So
I thought
Forge Urban Wineries got wine, but they also got pizza.
not a
So,
sponsor.
not a sponsor. Yeah,
But they could be.
Not yet.
yeah, I like wine.
And
There
I
are
just-
sponsorships available or Forge Urban Winery. Just
Yeah, I know.
letting you know.
yeah.
But
Hey
yeah,
guys, so we're
And
gonna
I-
take a quick break. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna get real depressing and say that my favorite pizza after shows is usually Sheets because I'm driving home tired. It's the only place that'll give me food.
The most 30-year-old answer possible.
It's
I'm
not my-
tired. I'm ordering on the Sheets app.
I'm a huge Sheets fan. They have the worst pizza.
I didn't say I was proud of it or that it was good.
Okay. On that note, we're gonna take a break. On the video side, I'm gonna give away some tickets. On the radio side, podcast side, you're gonna hear 2 tracks from Rebel Revolver. We're gonna listen to Novocaine and Better Me.
Oh, we have
And
to talk
then-
about when we get back then.
Yep, and we'll be right back. So I'm gonna start talking, but the banner is over my face, which there we go. Okay, so I am gonna give away 2 tickets, courtesy of Dresky Entertainment, to Like a Storm with Keller. I believe that is next Monday night. I had 4 people sign up this week. If you're listening and this is your first time hearing about these contests, I give away tickets for Dresky Entertainment on behalf of Music from the 412 every Monday night on my show at 9 p.m. All you have to do is go to musicfrom412.com/contests. We have shows all the way through the middle of November that are listed there, and we're constantly adding more. You just click on the show, share that page, and fill out a little form that gives us your name and email address. And then you too could end up on this wheel above my head that I'm about to spin and find out who is headed to that show. And the winner is Keith Laydig, who has won a few times, so he knows the deal. Keep an eye out for that email later on tonight. And then you'll get a second one from Dresky Entertainment telling you how to get those tickets. Okay, we are back with segment 2 with Rebel Revolver. Caught him off guard a little bit there. We just heard 2 of their tracks, Novocaine and Better Me. I believe both of those are on your first release, correct?
Yeah,
sir.
Sure were.
Do you want to pick one of them and do like an MTV Storytellers for me?
Ooh.
I think it's got to be Novocaine, right?
Yeah.
Should it be Novocaine?
Well, I got a good story for Novocaine. I do.
I'm
So we
I'm nervous about
wrote Novocaine in the lead up to our very first show. Well, the first show that we ever signed on for. We actually were practicing in a storage unit back in 2017.
That's an accurate
Yeah.
depiction of time.
In 2017, and a guy came in and was creeping around the corner listening to us practice, and he goes hey, do you guys have you guys ever played a show before? And we're like, no. And he goes, well, do you want to play Yins Fest in Millvale? And we're like, yeah, I guess. And so anyway, we wrote Novocaine on the lead up to that, and it was so fresh, and it was our first show that I was still learning the lyrics. So I'm sitting there grinding the lyrics right before we go on stage, trying to get them down. And it's a pretty quick clip, so you got to spit out a lot of lyrics real fast. And so I end up just taking the stupid notebook on stage with me and seeing it or singing it from the notebook for half of the show. But yeah, since then, it has been our closer. It's kind of become our mainstay closer. And yeah, I don't know. It just holds a special place in my heart for that.
It to give a little bit more of that, you did the coolest thing at the end of that with your notebook. You got through the last line, and you on the beat of the last line, you tossed the notebook into the air and started moving around, and you were I'm free of this, and we played the song out. It actually sold the idea of you explaining that to the audience and then being I'm sick of this thing. I did it. I got through it. Heck yeah. And leading up to that, you asked us about our name earlier. We had to settle on a name because we had shows coming up. The impetus of choosing a name and having was up until that point, we had a bunch in a cell phone document, and we were just kind of haphazardly just oh, I don't know, for this demo that we're recording or this one. We didn't have an intention of playing a show yet. And then that just fell into our lap, and we were oh, we got to pick a name. Oh, McMurray's got to learn lyrics. Oh, it all just kind of snuck up on us. So yeah, Novocaine was very much the bookend to that entire us rushing to be ready to be a stage worthy act.
So what's the writing process like? Does one person bring a song in, or is it more of a collaboration? How's that work for you guys?
That's yeah, it kind of depends on the song. Especially some of those that first album, a song like Novocaine, I can for instance, that's a song where the guitar riffs, the general structure, arrangement, a lot of that I knocked that out. They're saying, right before coming up into the show, I was just sitting on a couch or on my bed, and I got all the guitar parts figured out and coming with hey guys, here's a song. It's got riffs. It's got all the stuff. We need to put everything else to it. And at that point, a lot of it, because it was just the three of us actually in the storage unit, myself, Andrew, and Patrick. And we would go in, and then, I would bring in something like that with all the riffs and everything. And then we would churn out whatever words, came to us either right then, or in that case, McMurray, sometimes he would just do nonsense lyrics or lyrics just to get him through a melody idea he has, do that. And then, that song, Patrick actually came in with we got the melody, we had the bit, but then Pat was well, I got words now to that melody that McMurray wrote, that Adam wrote the song to. So it was really collaborative, and it still is. I'd say the process just changes now, especially, Tom's now in the band. Sometimes a lot of that just happens in the room now. So it's Tom will play a riff on the bass, Pat will play a rhythm on the drums. I'll start playing a riff on the guitar, do a thing. We'll get into a jam. We'll start figuring it kind of out. McMurray will start singing over top of it. We'll start throwing, an idea here, there, a lyric here. We're very collaborative in that regard. We definitely do come in with ideas still where Tom might have send something to a drive and send something to the drive and be hey guys, check this out. Or I'll come in hot and be I got this thing, and I'll just start playing it. Pat will be okay, oh, I see what he's doing. Okay. Gets on the drums and does the thing. But yeah, so it might the genesis might kind of change to song, but I'd say just the process of being very collaborative and everybody just kind of tossing ideas into a pot and just kind of, you just said the other day, he was, we were going through ideas, and Tom's no, we need to see that idea through, because it is very much
No bad ideas.
Yeah, no bad ideas in the
We're
room.
in the
like,
room writing. Just follow it through.
Yeah.
And then make a decision. But
Yeah.
like,
and it doesn't matter who it comes from too. So because it can be like Pat saying, "Hey Tom, can you try this thing on the bass? I'm doing this on the drums." Or McMurray can be like, "Hey Adam, like you're doing this on the guitar, but like give me a little space on so I can get some words into this part because I'm trying to do this thing," and stuff like that. So
Yeah. I was going to say the other nice thing about this band is that it has 4 songwriters in it, which not every band does. Like Adam will write full songs, I'll write full songs, Pat will write full songs, McMurray will bring in songs. Like we all have ideas and we're all kind of constantly bouncing things off of each other. And it's a different situation because we honestly have too many ideas sometimes. Like you should see our Google Drive. It's just a backlog of songs that we've like started writing and like just had to give up on because like the next shiny thing caught our attention and we kind of moved on to it.
yeah, we had
But,
to
like-
start like organizing it by
Yeah.
folders, like an A, B, and C folder. Like here's the ones that we need to work on. Here's the ones that are just a shell. Chill out for a second. They can sit there so we don't lose them.
here's one just McMurray singing "Velvety Smooth" for 8 minutes straight with nothing else, and
That's
that
the
is
actual
legitimately
title.
on one of the
That's
drives.
the title of
and
the
it's
song.
sick. That has an awesome melody, and we're coming back to it.
Yeah.
There it is.
And it
We-
was velvety smooth.
And we'll be called "Velvety
Yeah,
Smooth."
we probably have like 30, 40 song ideas in our drive.
30 to 50
that
Wild Hogs.
may
30 to
never
50 Wild
actually see the light of day.
Yeah, we definitely like to go through the exercise of writing too, because I think it helps us kind of find what's the best.
You can
stuff.
tell it's the thing we all
Yeah.
really enjoy the most.
Yeah,
True.
Because we just get trapped in that cycle. We, positively.
Some
and
guys say
negatively.
sometimes trapped is the
positively
right
and
word.
negatively.
Yeah.
Like we want to be there so badly that we lose sight of other stuff a lot.
And speaking of trapped in the cycle, the lyrical process for writing usually involves me forcing them to play whatever they just played ad tedium while I just sit there and write the lyrics while I'm listening to it. It's great for me, but I've heard that it gets a little tedious after a while.
It'll be 8:45 p.m. on a Tuesday night. It's the 40th time I've played through this song. I'm half asleep. I'm starving. My butt kind of hurts because I've been in the same position on the drum throne this entire time. Our neighbors have come out. What are they doing? They've called the police. McMurray's still writing lyrics to that song,
Yeah.
and it.
Also, real talk, your neighbors are awesome and they like us a lot.
Yeah,
super
yeah,
supportive neighbors.
We legitimately practice it. We are a garage rock band, and we do legitimately practice in a garage. And the neighbors in McKees Rocks are very chill, so they've been great.
So in the chat room, just moments ago, Paul Dean Price III from Dream the Heavy sent a message. It says right on,
Dream the
Dream the
Heavy.
Heavy loves Rebel Revolver.
And we love Dream the Heavy.
Dream the Heavy.
What's up, guys?
They paid us greatly to say that. We really love that they have
Make
that
sure the
war
Venmo
chest.
came through.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
make sure that the Zelle came through before
So
we.
we got-
we do love them.
Yeah,
we love
we-
them. How
we
much
love
do we
them.
love
Good.
them?
Do we?
We love them pretty good.
We love them.
God, yeah!
Dream the Heavy.
Dream the Heavy, my favorite band, the best band in the world.
Solid 7 out of 5.
Go listen to Flame.
Oh, yeah,
That's
check
what
out
we opened
Flame.
the show with. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
go listen to it again.
watch their new music video.
Yeah, the music video is sick.
I
Yeah,
saw
shout out Ryan
them.
Dowden.
Yeah, shout out Ryan Dowden, indeed.
Shell Shock.
Yep,
Yes, sir.
Shell Shock
He's
Media,
awesome.
Multimedia. Yeah, we love Ryan.
So I saw Dream the Heavy for the first time back in February at Stage AE, the Beast of the Burg show. And I'm going to most likely see him again on September 7th at the Rock for Life show at Penn Brewery.
Heck yeah.
Very
Awesome.
nice.
So let me look time wise. You know what? We're going to take our second break and we'll be right back with Rebel Revolver. So we are back for segment number 3. I forgot to warn these guys how that one was going to work.
Surprise.
We love a good surprise.
So on the video side, for those of you that are listening to the radio, there was an ad up on the screen for that Rock for Life show. It's on Black Ridge, Dicro, the Borstal Boys, Dream the Heavy. I can't remember who else. I think maybe Eris Paul,
etc.
But anyway, go to rockforlifeconcert.com September 7th at Penn Brewery, the oldest brewery in Pennsylvania. Okay, so we have approximately 9 minutes, I'd say. And I haven't really asked you any of my off the wall questions yet, so that's what's
lightning
coming
round.
away.
All right, let's
That's
go.
right.
Lightning
Yeah,
round.
lightning round.
All right, so we're gonna go and we're gonna pick an order. I don't know who wants to go first, but
Make
right,
Tom
so
go
then-
first.
Make me go first.
so we'll just go across the couch there. All right, ready? You're leaving a show. You're leaving a show. There is a DeLorean outside. Its door is open, and there is a flux capacitor in the back. Where are you going, and what band are you going to hang out with and possibly play with while you're there?
You can't just lightning round me with that, man.
8.5 minutes now, Tom. Let's go. Come on.
Honestly, probably going back to the 60s and just going to Woodstock. There's too many good bands back then.
Not the 90s Woodstock?
I mean,
No, absolutely not.
I really want to break stuff, so maybe. But
94 wasn't as bad.
that's a good point.
It's funny that's your answer because the question came from that.
Oh, which Woodstock to go to?
So
Well,
I gave you
no.
a great non-answer then.
I had a social studies teacher asked me where I wouldn't go in history if I could go anywhere, and I told him Woodstock, and it turned into that question.
Oh, very nice.
So, all right,
So-
next.
Right?
My dad was at Woodstock. Just tidbit. That was. So I'm not going to pick that because I don't want to like
Oh,
do
no,
it.
you messed it
I
up.
know. I
Messed
know
up
the
the
rules.
time
Yes, I
continuum.
know the rules, so I
You-
can't go to.
You could
Woodstock.
disappear.
Yeah, I could disappear. I want to see Hendrix really bad though.
You could technically go into the future too.
Yeah.
Discover Rock Untold.
Ooh. No, I think where I would go
Is that
would
a
be.
band name?
There's no.
I wouldn't go to a specific show, but I would go to like London in like the late 60s because that's when like every awesome band, like the Beatles, the Stones, the Who, Hendrix, clapped it, like everybody was going to clubs together to go see each other play at like midnight, and that's when you would see like Clapton like hanging out watching Jimi Hendrix play live in a club. That's where I would go hang out because that's like most of my favorite bands all in one answer.
There you go.
And I don't have to worry about the space-time continuum issue of being at Woodstock with my father.
I think I gotta say the Live Aid with Queen. Which one
Ooh,
was
that's
that?
really
It was
good.
like
That was in the 80s,
yeah,
like 89 maybe.
88, 89, something like that. Yeah, whatever that performance was, just gotta see that.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, you win. Doesn't even matter what Pat says now.
I would I used to watch, I still do, a lot of videos of bands and different acts playing at CBGBs. It was actually one of the selling points for me being like, I'm gonna go ahead and get past my like social awkwardness and like I don't like going to venues and being in crowds of people. It's not my jam. It's kind of why I chose the drums. I just get to be behind everybody. It's nice. I don't have to be the center of attention in a lot of ways. But it sold me on the idea of like going to seedy bars and playing music and acting like a fool on stage with my friends. So I think I would want to go back to like CBGB's heyday and actually see an act live
Yeah.
doing the thing that inspired me to kind of get into this to begin with.
I like that. Can I also change my answer because I thought about it for real? I'm gonna go back to
ahead.
like 1989, 924 Gilman Street in Oakland,
Ooh.
like Op Ivy, Rancid, Green Day, like all those like sort of punk bands before they kind of like blew up.
All right. Well, you know what? I have a, now that Tom's set. No.
Sorry, I was put on the spot. I didn't have enough time to think about it.
That was a good answer.
Like, Woodstock.
Woodstock's a
People like
All
Woodstock.
right. We're going to stick with the movie themes for a moment. So you sit down on a bench next to somebody, and it happens. You don't have a box of chocolates, but that's what it's based on. And in a role reversal, you're going to try and get the person that you're sitting next to talk for as long as possible, and it happens to be your musical idol. So who is sitting next to you, and what is that one question you're going to ask to try and get that conversation going?
Could you serpentine where you go first? Now you last this time.
Wow. Is this so you have time to think about a better answer than Woodstock?
Yes, it is.
So I'm not gonna say who, but I'm gonna ask him if he really did eat an entire jar of peanut butter on those sandwiches every single time.
He's talking about Weird Al.
It's Elvis.
It's out. Yeah.
Interesting. Is it Weird Al? I wanted it to be Weird Al for him.
It could have.
I mean, you could probably ask Weird Al that too.
That's what I was like.
Oh, yeah.
He'd have a very interesting answer. Music idol just depends on my mood.
I can go if you want me to.
Yeah, go.
I'm going to give another complete non-answer. I would pick Dave Grohl, and I would ask him if My Hero is about Kurt Cobain just to see his face melt, because every single person asks him that in every single interview show, and he clearly hates it.
Yeah.
Wow, Tom chose violence.
you see Dave Grohl, your first thing is to antagonize him. That's
Exactly,
your
yeah.
immediate reaction.
I feel like he would
antagonize him.
appreciate it.
Tom went from loving Dave Grohl at the beginning of this to like wanting to ruin his day within
Oh,
40
no.
minutes.
I'm just a chaos goblin. I live for that.
Okay, to help, I'll help this situation. I'm gonna go John Lennon. Question is tougher. What would I ask John Lennon that he hasn't already been asked and probably given the same reaction Dave Grohl gives?
Have you paid child support yet?
Oh,
That was
Sorry, not a
He
Lennon
has
fan.
with the royalties off of what he's put out. Yeah, I'm sure he has, but oof. Yeah, I would. It would definitely be John Lennon, and it would probably be something existential and weird to make him think I was interesting enough to actually give me a response that wasn't to do with actually music. Try to like bait and switch him. I would have to think about it though, but yeah, something like existential and weird.
After I've imagined all the people, then what?
Yeah, like right.
comes next?
Clear. I've done it. I've imagined them all. Now what?
Yeah. I think that would actually get an answer out of him as opposed to being like, "Hey, John, what were you thinking about when you wrote Helpers?" And he answered that times. There's books about that.
Fair. Okay, I'll go now because McMurray's just staring daggers into my eyes. It's later. Questlove. To name somebody who's still alive. But
I didn't take the DeLorean back.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We still have the
Ah.
DeLorean.
Future Pat.
No,
Dr.
Questlove. He's one of my favorite drummers. The Roots was one of my favorite hip hop groups coming up. He's a documentarian. He's a music historian. We share a lot of similar interests. I just think it would be fun to just sit down and be like, let's just chat about everything ever. I feel like you could just bring up any subject with him and he would have some knowledge on it. Plus, I've loved every time he's like crash drunk history, so I'd probably have some things to say about that as well.
All right, so we're kind of at the end. I haven't mentioned on the screen. I put it there a couple times. It's linktree/Rebel Music. Where else would you suggest people go to find your music?
So
Besides coming to an upcoming show, which is the next question.
Absolutely. Yeah. So besides coming to an upcoming show, the link tree is awesome because it has links to all of our social media. But if you're a video person, we have a YouTube. We have live music videos on there. We have lyric videos on there. We have skits on there. We're goofy. We like to do weird stuff. So we filmed a ton. We're uploading stuff all the time. We have a plan to shoot a new music video coming up. So if you're a video guy, YouTube. If you're a social media guy, check out our Instagram. It's a lot of goofiness. If you're a music person, we're on Apple Music, we're on Spotify, we're on YouTube Music, we're on Deezer. I'm just naming music platforms
What is
now.
Deezer?
I've never heard of Deezer.
I don't know.
It's
Sonic or whatever.
We're on it.
Should
we're
we
on
be
it.
on there?
We're on it.
Yeah, we're on Tidal.
Oh, right on.
Yeah,
I hear they have good
Yeah.
royalties.
yeah.
We're
That's
not
it.
seeing them.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
All right, so what's coming up next for you guys? What shows do you have? What do you have planned?
So I got great news. If you've seen this and you're looking at your August calendar and you're like, man, I want to see some Rebel Revolver, because we got 3 shows coming up this month. So actually, this very week, Saturday, August 10th at 5 p.m. In Millvale for the Millvale Music Summer Picnic. We'll be performing, kicking that off. Some great bands, Mellowscape. Some of our friends are actually going to be on right after us. So definitely come check us out there. Then we got Sunday, August 18th. That's at the Green Beacon Gallery. So that's out in Greensburg. So if you're a little more east of the city, come check us out that way. Then we're playing in Edgewood for the Community Days. And that is in
August 24th.
August 24th. Thank you. And that is a Saturday?
Yes,
Yes, it is.
That is a
Yes,
Saturday,
sir.
August 24th. That is for Edgewood Community Days. That's kind of how it sounds, community days of people coming out. I know my sister actually is the Leslie Nope, one of the people helping organize it. Oddly enough, not how we're on the set, but either way, she texted me recently and told me about all the great food they're going to be having.
Nipple band.
So I got really excited about that, not even shamelessly plugging our band on this one. The food's apparently going to be dope. But yes, we'll be playing there. And then we actually have a show at the beginning of September as well. And that is the
September 14th.
September 14th at 565 Live in Bellevue. That is actually kind of like a hometown show for us, because outside of here, McKees Rocks, we also do a lot of stuff over in Bellevue and actually practiced there for a while. And so we played there a couple times. But yeah, we're playing at 565 Live with the Red Lines, and we're gonna be really excited about that too. So yeah, got a lot coming up.
That's a dual concert and music video shoot. So we'll be shooting a lot of live action stuff for our upcoming music video for Out of the Shadows that same night. So if you want to come, you want to be in a music video, we're shooting it that night, as well as playing music with the awesome Red Lines.
Yeah.
So come out to that one for sure.
So here's something that you don't know, but at Millvale Music Festival,
Challenge accepted.
I was at the stage that you guys were playing
Oh.
for about 5 minutes, and my phone rang because I do I do gig photography, and one of the bands at another stage said, "Are you available at such and such time?" Which was like 40 minutes from then, and on the other side of Millvale. So I saw you guys for about 5 minutes, and then I had to leave.
Well, Lisa, we hope it
What
was a
did you
good 5.
What did you think? Because we're doing it again. The exact we're like putting on the outfits and everything.
Well, we've asked social
Shameless
media
plug.
whether we should yet or not. We're waiting for the vote. So go to
It's
our
3-1 so far.
I mean,
3-1.
we're doing it anyway.
My mom was a hard no.
Your mom was a hard no.
Yeah. She did not like the short shorts.
Go to our Facebook and Instagram and comment what you think. But
Yeah, that's true.
It's right on the top of the Facebook page right now. You can see it.
yeah,
It's like the first post. So yeah, I was looking today. All right. With that said, gentlemen, I want to thank you for hanging out with me on episode 733.
Heck yeah.
Thank you. This
Thank
is
you
so
for
much
having
fun.
us.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And for those of you that are tuned in for the first time, in about 20 minutes, if you go to musicfrom412.com, buildascene.com, or xrpradio.co.uk, which coincidentally is in Scotland, you will be able to hear this full interview and all the music that I've mentioned. I forgot to mention the 2 songs that we played in the last break. That was Melina and her brand new song, Strong Enough to Break. If you're not familiar with Melina, she is the bass player in Chip and the Charge Ups. We also heard a brand new song from Steve Hawk off an album that is not quite released yet. It is Full to Play. And we have 2 more songs for you. We're going to hear from the Right On Warriors, Friday Night, and Eris Paul, Pink Lenny. And that is this week's show. Next week, we are going to have, now I'm going to completely blank, and they even rated us on accident. Help me out.
Help them out.
What?
Who are your friends?
Jerry's band.
Oh, the Burn Rides.
Thank you. The Burn Rides.
Yeah.
It's a punk ska band, and they're going to be hanging out with us on episode 734. With that said, thank you for hanging out, and we will see you next week.